Good evening, Tracy. Thank you for joining me again this evening. It's good to see you. I'm glad that you came back. So, the last time we met, you talked with me about having some anxiety around being a single mom, and you felt that your teenagers were kind of moving away from those things that you value or find important, and were embracing more of, I guess, pop culture is how we would identify it. So, in thinking about that, there's an activity that I'd like for you to complete. That activity is called a culturagram. And so, the culturagram will give you kind of a compact look at, your community and whether or not your community supports you in your single parenting. Do you feel safe within that community? What are some of the things that you enjoy doing with your kids? Have they, stopped engaging in those kinds of activities with you? And how we can reconnect with our families, through community resources, through spiritual connections, through physical activities, just kind of looking at our value system and traditions and how we communicate with our families, and the history of that communication. I think the culturagram will provide a good foundation for, information to be reviewed, and we can see how that, plays into what's going on now in the home, and perhaps maybe explore, how many of those, values and beliefs and connections and traditions are still being maintained, and what can be done to, I guess, reattach those relationships. Um, so, if you don't mind, I'd like to give you this handout, and I'd like for you to complete the assignment while you're here with me so that we can reflect on it. It's a very simple assignment. There are 10 sections. It's not difficult at all. If you have any questions, I'm here to assist. But I'd like for you to go ahead and get started with it, and I'll give you, as much time as you need within the session to complete it. And don't worry if we don't finish it within the session. We can, complete it during the next session. Okay? Thanks.